What is up, YouTube? Thank you for clicking on this video. I greatly appreciate it. If you're here, you want a review of the TSP two-stroke performance power kit that includes a Keihin PWK 38mm air striker carb and then a TSP aftermarket cylinder head with a medium to high compression insert. This is a KTM 150SX. They provide these kits for the 125 gas Husky and KTM, as well as the 150, as well as the 250, and I know they have many other things for the TPI bikes as well. I will say too, in this review, this is not paid. No one is telling me to say stuff. I purchased this with my own money, and I'm actually making this video because when I looked up information online, I could not really come across much. So if anyone else out there is looking to buy this kit, I hope this video provides I hope this is helpful to you. I'm going to be kind of jumping all over the place. I apologize in advance. Bear with me. I'll try to get as much information as possible out. So I tested this setup with the Keihin and stock head. So even if you're not interested in the head and just the carb itself, I can provide insight to that. And then I obviously, as you can see, have now run the bike with the aftermarket head and the carb. So also can contribute to that. They do provide a plus kit that has a CDI, aftermarket CDI, that they do to work in conjunction with these two. I did not do that because I have a 2022 KTM, and if you guys know, CDI recall for these years has been out. Mine got done with before I even wrote it, but my theory is that I did not want to put an aftermarket CDI in because apparently these, before the recall, were known to snap rods. Whether that's because KTM cheaped out, bastards, and maybe put a cheap crank in there. I don't know. That's not here. We're not here to debate that. So I wasn't going to get the CDI box, but I can do that down in the future if I want to. And if you have like a 21 or under, or you got an aftermarket crank in your bike already and you want to risk it, go for it. That is also provided. Okay, let's get into it. Just the carburetor. Comes with the TSP jet kit. It has a 182 main jet. I'm not too sure about the pilot, slide, or needle. To be honest with you, I took this apart when I first got it. Like, I've had this for a long time, and I just installed it on the bike like a few weeks ago. I forgot everything besides the main jet being a 182. I'm an idiot. I apologize. First impressions of just the carb with the stock head. Holy smokes. Oh, wow. I was blown away. I didn't even touch the air screw. I didn't even touch the idle. Started first kick, which with the Mikuni, for some reason, I could never start at first kick with the choke on. I let it warm up. I rode it around the yard, and it pulls from bottom to top, clean and good. And I'm in Michigan at sea level in the summertime, which can range anywhere from like 70 to 90 degrees most of the time. I was blown away. This bike rips with just the carb, not even the head. It runs so nice. I was so impressed with it. I was like, oh my God, like it was a game changer. For everyone that has the Mikuni, obviously you know how spotty they can be. I'll get into that a little bit later into the video about my experiences with the Mikuni. Yes, so that carb, or the Keihin carb, was alone worth the upgrade in my book. So let's talk about the head now in comparison to the stock head. Obviously it has a nice finish to it. It's a high quality head. I think it provides better cooling than stock. That's what they claim. I've not done test on it, but from the design I would assume that that's true. The 150 only comes with a medium high compression head. That's not 2, that's medium / high. That's what they call it. It's not like a high insert. It runs on 93 octane gas. You do not have to run race gas. Me personally, I run 50/50 VP 110 with 90 non-ethanol gas to get that octane up, to not have any ethanol in my fuel, and hopefully avoid any detonation. So I will say I'm not like a super grade A test rider. Honestly, like if you were to turn my suspension clickers out 3 without me knowing, and I went on the track, I don't necessarily know if I would be able to tell you. I would like to think I do. I just want to put this out there because maybe someone with this kit might have conflicting opinions on what this head does to their bike. But from what I understand, my butt dyno at Super Coops MX in Michigan, my butt dyno tells me that the mid-range power was definitely increased. I feel like this bike revs out just a tad longer because the 150 it signs off kind of fast. I feel like it does rev out longer, whether that's the head or just how good the Keihin runs compared to the Mikuni, I'm not sure. And then low end is basically the same, I feel like. Maybe even a little bit less, but take that with a grain of salt. I couldn't really tell. So needless to say, I am happy with the head. I know I might not sound super excited about it, but it was a nice upgrade. I think the Keihin with the stock head was such a big increase, and like it just wowed me so much is that when I put the head on, like I definitely noticed more power. But maybe I was expecting more. I don't know. I mean, I don't let that discourage you guys. I think it's an awesome product, and like I'm not taking it off my bike. I have no intentions of like getting a VHM or Apex head because like it's not performing right. Like it does what it needs to do, and I'm happy with it. I guess that's all I really have to say about it. So yeah, this combo, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cannot recommend it enough if you guys are looking for it. I will say too that I forgot that the carburetor and this power kit, whatever, if you order a carburetor from these guys, they do come with leaner jets. So like if you're in Colorado, you can swap out the jets it comes with for the leaner ones and set it up properly. 93 octane gas. I believe that's really it. So why did I not go with the Mikuni? Or, well, maybe I should rephrase that. Is why did I not try to fix the Mikuni? As probably many of you know or have done research, is that the Mikuni, you can change the slide to a leaner slide and probably change the jets since you're leaning out the slide and get a different tapered needle because the Mikuni needle is known to be kind of weird with its tapering. I did not want to go that route only because I honestly have like 2 or 3 reasons for that. One, by the time you buy the slide jets needle, also the jet block gasket is known to go bad from the factory, if not in like the first 10 hours of riding, which you have to also replace. Not a big deal, $10 part, but just like multiple things with this carb where I was like, do I really want to sink over $100 into trying to make the Mikuni work, or do I want to buy a Keihin carb that has been proven? Like even with the CRs, like the early 2000s where they went to the Mikuni, I see people talk all the time about the PWK and how much they love it and it's a game changer. And it's the same thing for this KTM. So I was kind of like, do I want to spend over $100 trying to make the Mikuni run right and then also run into the issue of like, let's say it's 80 degrees right now, I dial it in and it runs awesome at 80 degrees. When it drops down to 60, is it gonna still run good? I don't know. If anyone is watching this and they've done it, let me know, because obviously I didn't go that route, so I don't know. I won't say anything, or I won't claim anything because I do not know. But that was one reason why I just didn't want to invest all the money into the Mikuni and have it potentially not run good. Second reason is the stick metering block mod for this carb and this bike combo is known to be a very good upgrade. I believe Derek Hamilton, I'm forgetting his last name, so I apologize. He's pretty popular on YouTube. He posts a bunch of dirt bike content. He has a 15150 SX, and he just got a Keihin with the stick mod. and it seems like he loves it, and this bike sounds so much better than when it ran with Lectron. So I got this carburetor, so I almost like future-proofed myself that if I wanted to upgrade, that I could do that instead of putting money into the Mikuni and then being like, you know what, I want something else, buying a Keihin and then buying, you know what, I was just saving myself some time. And the fact that they offered it as a kit, because I like the stock 150 power, but you know, we're all dirt bike guys here, right? I mean, a little bit more power never hurts anyone unless you're on like 500, I guess, right? So yeah, that was my basically two rationales with that. I did not want to sink money into the Mikuni, and the stick metering block mod for the Keihin seems like a pretty nice upgrade that I'm not going to do right this second, but maybe down in the future I will. And then the only other thing really is, like, I know maybe if you're watching this video, you're not really decided on this type of kit, or maybe even the Keihin carb in general. And you might be thinking about Lectron. The only thing that I'll say about the Lectron is I feel like people buy it because they don't think they have to tune it. You know, you buy anything from anyone, ironically, I can't believe I'm saying this because this wasn't the case for me, but like usually you bolt on Lectron and you might have to actually tune it. Like it might not be running perfect out of the box. And I feel like people buy Lectrons is so they don't have to tune their carb and don't have to mess with jetting. So with that being said, I mean, I'm not opposed to jetting a carb. I know how to do it. I don't know if I said it like yet already, but like I'm in Michigan on in the sand for the most part. So a 182 main jet works for me. I probably could get away with going up to like a 185 or maybe even a 190 depending, just to richen up the top so I'm not running into any issues of potentially being lean. But yeah, so like I didn't want to go with Lectron because I'm not really opposed to messing around with a traditional carb. And then I've seen horror stories online, whether it's a Yamaha, Honda, KTM that run Electrons, and that's kind of like, I don't know. All my Japanese Honda two-stroke bikes have Keihins on them, and I have no problems with them. So, and now I have this KTM with one on there, and I love it. So, I mean, maybe that's my rationale. So overall, would I recommend buying this kit? If you want more power out of your 125 or 150 or well, let's just say 150. I don't know how the 125 or the 250 handles this power kit, but me personally, with the KTM 150 SX 2022, would I recommend this kit? Hell yes. It's awesome. I feel like I have a new bike. The power is amazing, even in the sand in Michigan, and it was a decent amount of money. I can't remember what I paid full price. I think it was like 600 some bucks. It's a lot of dough, but I did not feel like I wasted any money on that. So it was definitely a worthy upgrade, and this bike just rips all the time, no matter if it's 90 degrees, 70 degrees, whatever. So I hope this review has been helpful. Like I said, I made this video because I could not find any information on this kit besides like 1 or 2 videos. So I hope that I help people out that are curious about this kit. If you have any questions for me, please let me know down in the comments. I'll gladly answer them. And yeah, I believe that's it. Check out my channel. I have me riding this 96 CR125 a lot. I'll have me riding this with all the upgrades on here. I got 997 bars, power parts, high seat, 304 shorty, MX14 sand tire. So if you guys are wanting to hear this thing rip with these upgrades, check out some videos on my channel, man. And yeah, like I said, thank you again everyone for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Comments down below in the comments if you got them, and have a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.